What up, everybody? Yes, I am live. We got another draft going down. This is for the number 170 division. This is the Silence of the Lambs division. Yes, hello, Clarice. Whenever someone pops in the chat, let's hear it. See some comments flowing. We are live everywhere on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch, on Patreon, on Facebook. Let's go. All right. Just pulling up all the chats here so I don't miss anything. Yo, Daniel Berry in the house. King D, shout out to the LBC. What up, my brother? And we are midway through the third round here. Yes, sir. Every draft is a little bit different, but the one thing that I will say is, dude, the running backs, man, no matter how crazy some of these drafts get, it is like always the running backs that is like the craziest. I mean, you could start two quarterbacks here, but through the first 2.5 rounds, we only have 6 quarterbacks off the board. You look just in the first round for the running backs, we got 7 just in the first round. All right. Okay. Shout out to the peeps coming through on TikTok. What up? Shad in the house. Leave some comments, guys. I got to do one thing in the background right now. All right. And just let me know, guys. Is everything good with my camera and stuff? You guys see me? Everything working? Let me know. I was having some technical difficulties with the camera earlier. I think I got to do like a big reset. But yeah, let me know. All right, Shad said all good. So we're good on TikTok. How about anybody on YouTube? Let me know if everything's good with the camera, everything good with the volume. Yeah, yesterday I was having some camera issues, and yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. I changed some things up on the configuration. But yeah, super annoying. All right, end of the third round. Like, look at all the running backs. I mean, through 3 rounds, we got 3. Shit, no, we had 8 running backs drafted in the first round. I thought it was 7. 8 in the first round, 6 in the second round, and 3 in the third round. I mean, we're at the last pick right now, but this is insane with how many running backs are going. Yeah, dude. So what do we have? 17 running backs in the first 3 rounds. Only 9 wide receivers in the first 3 rounds. We got the 2 top tight ends off the board as well, but that is a little bit insane right there. Yeah, that's the one thing that's cool about these drafts is they're always different. Like, I mean, we do them every day. They're only $10 for peeps watching on TikTok who may not know. And there's a $10,000 first place prize as well for the tournament. So one of the best things that you can do in the off season, have some fun drafting, you get some practice, and dude, I mean, you got a chance to win $10,000 with any of these drafts. All last year we had 300 of these leagues involved. All right. And it's about that time. Who's about to smoke with me? Let's get it.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
And what up, Bryson on TikTok? He said I'm super high on Cam Ward this year. Nice. Like, where Who are some of the ones? Who are some of the guys who you would draft him over? Like, you know, guys who are going in the similar area. And Iceman, he said, fantasy drafts already. We're almost here, baby. Yeah, I mean, what are we like? We're like 90 days away, right? I believe because I think we're exactly 90 days away on this Thursday. And yeah, man, I mean, we've been doing drafts since the beginning of February for this year. But yeah, Iceman, you should join some of these drafts, bro. I mean, they're only $10 and there's a $10,000 first place prize. And most of the drafts, I mean, I tried to stream them. You know, I obviously can't stream every single one of these drafts. I mean, this is the number 170 70th division that we're drafting, but yeah, man, I'm live for a bunch and they're just fun. We got fast drafts, we got slow drafts. The goal is 420 leagues to be involved this year. Last year we had 300. And we are well ahead of the pace that we were last year as well. Right. And Bryson said he's like my QB7. Okay, shit. Allen, Lamar, Burrow, Daniels, Williams, May, then Ward. That's crazy high, bro. I mean, that is definitely the highest that I've heard anybody ranking him. And is that for redraft or for dynasty? Very curious because I know the rankings could be different based on that. Yeah, let me know. Very interested. Very interested. And Iceman says, I started fantasy football in 2003. In my 3 years doing it so far, I'm a 3-time champ. Bro, I'm just going to say, lucky for you, the leagues that you got in, because that definitely ain't like, you know, that's just pretty good. That's just pretty good numbers right there. You should join a big boy league and see if you have the same results. These are paid leagues, right? And is it like a home league where you're playing with your friends? Is it like a work league? And dude, 2023, man, glad to have you. So what, you've been playing 3 years so far? I started in 2006, so I just crossed the 20-year mark. And Carter, what up, bro? Thanks for the follow. I said, how do you think Kenny Gainwell will be in fantasy? I think he's going to be solid. The one thing that sucks is he keeps getting drafted higher and higher and higher. So that's the thing that kind of just sucks about that. Just higher and higher and higher he goes. And shout out to Bryson for the follow. Shout out to Kevin for the follow. And Top Shelf said best ball. So best ball is a format where it's kind of like set it and forget it. You draft and then the app puts your best players in the lineup based on score. So you don't have to, there's no management. No management at all. And shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Sienna. Shout out to Daniel Berry. All right. Fifth round. Here we go. Dude, look at Cali Jam, man. He's got Bijan and then 3 quarterbacks over there. And shout out to Bryson throwing in the spicy chili. What is that? I can't see what the other one is. And we got some oranges. Let's go. Time to smoke for the crew. And Kevin said, "Do you think Bowers fall into the third? Not in a like in the single quarterback league. No way. I mean, this is a super flex league where 2 quarterbacks can start. So we see Bowers and McBride drop into the third kind of often. And in this league in these tournaments specifically, like people have been going crazy for running backs, but no, I don't think Bowers dropping to the third is going to be a normal thing in a lot of leagues. I think he's going to go in the second a lot. And Iceman, I've been doing leagues with my boys and others with my family. Cool. I like it. Carter said, is he drafted here yet? Who'd you ask about? No, not yet. We're only in the 5th round, though. He usually, I've seen him get drafted anywhere between the 7th and the 10th round. Hey, shout out to Devo coming through on YouTube with the super chat. You the man, bro. Let's go. Woo. And look at that. Devo, a member for 39 months on YouTube. You the man. We're about to smoke this bowl. Smoke this bowl ski.
All right. Fire them up.
I'm about to do a fat dab for Devo. You the man. Thanks for coming through, Devo. And thanks for coming through, everybody on TikTok. If you haven't hit the follow, make sure you do that. And Boss, he said, where should I draft Igbuka? Shit, man. I mean, Igbuka, like, dude, I see him. I mean, what's tough is every league is going to be a little bit different. And shout out to Noah on YouTube. What up? Every draft is going to be a little bit different, but I feel like like he just went right now at the 5'10", and I feel in a single quarterback league, I bet he goes at the end of the 3rd or somewhere in the 4th. So I think that's kind of where you're going to have to jump to get him. If you're playing in a super flex league, with 2 quarterbacks, you'll be able to get him 5th, 6th round. I mean, maybe even 7th, depending on like if people are going like absolutely crazy with the quarterbacks. And Brown said I drafted him literally right as he was asking. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a good spot, right? I mean, end of the 5th is a super good spot to get him in a super flex league. But yeah, I mean, single quarterback leagues, I bet he goes in the 3rd round somewhere. Because like you look at all the quarterbacks that have been drafted before him in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 quarterbacks. I mean, that's like, that's a round and a quarter right there. So if you take away, I mean, and by the 5th round, maybe there's like 3 or 4 quarterbacks drafted. So yeah, take away a whole round. I mean, dude, he's going to go at the beginning of the 4th, I feel like, at the latest. Yeah, Brown said he had high wide receiver 1 potential, high risk, high reward. I mean, no risk it, no biscuit, right? Yo, Jarrett coming through on TikTok. What up, bro? Yeah, bro. Jarrett. TikTok or YouTube. Those are the spots. Screw Facebook. I know I'm like live over there also. But I am making no money off of Facebook. I just stream there just so hopefully like new people find me. But yeah, TikTok and YouTube, bro. Those are the spots. Frizzle. What up, bro? And Brown said Buka typically goes 4.8 to the 6.5 in these, depending on how the draft goes. Yeah. And I mean, this one's kind of been a little bit more even with the quarterback distribution, because like we've seen some of these leagues where like you get into the 4th and it's like straight nothing but quarterbacks drafted, So this one kind of a little bit more well-rounded. Dude, and Brown throwing in the super chat. Let's go. Dude, we got 2 dabs that are about to come for these 2 super chats. All right. Oh, hold on. Messages came in. All right. Let's grab our tools over here. Boom, my Dr. Dabber 2.0. Let's go. Did I miss any questions on TikTok? Let me see as I'm packing up this dab. Iceman said my pops and I did 1 league for 2 years, 1 back-to-back. Rest his soul. Man, RIP to Pops, bro. RIP to Pops. And was he the one who got you in? I mean, that's pretty awesome, man. Like, I discovered this on like all of my own. Like, my dad never did anything cool. And Bryson said, can you give me 1 player to stay the hell away from this year? Give me a second to think, because I'm sure there's a few. But I really feel, pay attention though, in redraft, that Love is the guy who I'm like staying away from at all costs. That Jeremiah Love, the running back, not the quarterback. And it's because you have to draft him so high. Like you literally have to draft him like at the peak of like how good he may do. And that's the one thing that I don't like. So I'm a real huge advocate of like not super paying up for those super top end rookies in redraft unless it's like a perfect situation. You know, like when Zeke like went to the Cowboys and they had like that insane line and we knew they had nobody else and he was just going to get like damn near 100% of the work. Like unless it's a situation like that, I'm not wanting to draft these guys like hella early. Like I when JSN was a rookie, he was my must avoid player for the year. And it was because you had to draft him so high. And like people hated on me for that. And obviously it's because they're not paying attention to what I'm saying on how like it's not that I don't like him. It's I don't think he's going to do good enough to pay off the draft capital. So same thing with Jeremiah Love is I'm just hella nervous on him. And I really just don't want to touch him because of that. And Top Shelf, he said, how do you keep up with who to start with so many leagues if it's not best ball? Well, that's why I also do a lot of best ball because I love drafting. I'm addicted to it and there's no management. So like, that's what the beauty of best ball is. But I'm in like, I think 30 or 32 dynasty leagues, somewhere around there. And then I'll probably be in like 10 to 15 redraft leagues. So, you know, I'll be somewhere between like 45 to 47 leagues somewhere. Every single day, you have to do little things for your leagues. So like on Monday, like, dude, I'm already doing waivers for like half my leagues, you know, and Tuesday I'll finish them. Wednesday, checking out who I got. Inserting players into the starting lineup, you know, especially Thursday, guys. Like that's what I prioritize when I'm going through like the first wave. I'm going through the first wave of my starts and sits. I'm always getting my Thursday guys in the starting spots, like in the running back spot, not in the flex spot, in the wide receiver spot, not in the flex spot. Same with quarterbacks. If it's a 2 quarterback league, I'm making sure whoever's starting on Thursday is in that quarterback spot because it just gives you more freedom. It just gives you more freedom over time. J Phil, what up, bro? Dude, I just really haven't had enough time to put together rookie rankings. And it sucks because I want to. But, dude, there's just not enough time in the day, man. That's what we're going to try to get Jamie on. See if we can get Jamie getting his rankings over here. Because I love talking about what players over what players. But, yeah, man, like, well, one of the reasons why I hate ranking so much is because for me, they would probably change like every day. And I'd spend so much time on the rankings that it would like take attention from other things for sure. And Bryson said, get this boy a drink. We're good. We Gucci, baby. We Gucci. Whew. And Carter said I would stay away from Bucky for sure. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are. Like, let's see, where did he get drafted in this one? Dude, like he got drafted in the 5th round. Yesterday, I think he got drafted in the 7th round. So his value is definitely down because you go back to before we started hearing all this bullshit, you know, about like potential injuries and just, you know, all the fuckery. He was getting drafted in the 3rd round. So yeah, like a lot changed recently. Whoo, Devo, thank you, bro. And Brown, I'm about to do this dab for you right now. Iceman said, no, I did some with some people from college when I was going to school. Cool, dude. You got to get into some of the leagues that I'm doing, and this is one of the best ways to get an intro into leagues that I'm doing because it's only $10, you know, and you can kind of see how everything goes. But I host these best ball drafts. I host dynasty leagues, all different types as well. And I host a bunch of redraft leagues, and it's not just like the regular leagues. Like I host the chopped leagues, if you've heard about those. I host vampire leagues, a forced trade league, auction leagues, super flex with IDP leagues, like so many different ones. And yo, shout out to Andre on YouTube. He said, Huss, you think Love has a better rookie year than Genty? I bet it's very close, but like that's a really good example because, dude, how hyped was everybody off of Genty last year? You know, I mean, not even just Dynasty, like, you know, like when it came to redraft, like you had to draft him in the first round. I mean, go back to the Clyde Edwards-Hilairs, you know, of the world that you have to draft in the first round because of the hype. And it's just not worth it. It's really not. Like they need to do so good as a rookie just to pay off that pick that it's not worth it. You know, like Genty this year, love him this year. I mean, dude, look at all the moves that they've made to like improve their line. I mean, even if it's just the two big moves to improve their line, like that is huge, you know, compared to last year. Like any kind of thing like that is just gonna like improve these guys. And Brown said Genty Genty finished as RB12. Did he finish as RB12 when it was all said and done? I mean, that's an ugly RB12. Also, a lot of injuries, though, too. Like, that's what's like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's very easy to be a top 12 running back if you stay healthy the whole year. That is one of those things. If you can stay healthy the whole year, it's not hard to be running back 12 because there's so many injuries. There is so many injuries. But yeah, that's a really ugly top 12 finish because I know nobody wanted him last. Like everybody was complaining about him. Like Dynasty's different, but I'm talking redraft. Everybody hated him last year. You didn't even want to start him half the time, but you had to have the depth to be able to not start him as well. And shout out to OMG Rog WTF for the follow. And if you're on TikTok and you haven't hit the follow button, hit that follow button. If you want to follow a legit fantasy football channel, this is the channel. And it's not because I'm just here giving you random advice. I'm actually in the trenches with you guys, playing in a bunch of leagues with you. And that's something that a lot of these just fantasy social media peeps in general don't do. They really don't play in a lot of leagues. They play in like one or two leagues, but they can either articulate themselves very well or they just give the basic advice, but it's like for people who are like brand new, you know, they know more than them, but that's about it. Like when I want to test and see how much of a degenerate like any kind of fantasy like social media person is, I start asking them questions about IDP. And if they're like, bro, what do you mean? I don't play in IDP leagues. Psh, I already know they're fugazi right there. Because even if you don't play in IDP leagues, you should still know something about it because knowing defense helps you know offense even better. Yo, Minnesota, I'm already in the house on YouTube. What up, my brother? What is going down? And everybody on on YouTube, is everything good? Is everything good with my audio and visual over there? Austin, what up, bro? And Austin said, wait, I play with 49ers in a league. Is it the same one? 49ers 22? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people with 49ers in their username. But is it the same one? 49ers 22? He said, same guy, same picture. Hey, that's Dan. That's 49ers Dan right there. Cool. Marty said, looks good. Thanks, bro. Woo. Yeah. And Austin said, it's funny. I mean, that's what's cool, man. Small world, right? Small world. And I can't remember if it was last year that Dan found me or if it was the year before. But dude, he's in a bunch of these leagues, these drafts. Only $10 drafts, and there's a $10,000 first place prize. At least that's projected based on 300 divisions, which we had last year, and we're on pace to do more this year than last year. Yeah, and dude, Austin, you should join some of these, bro. Just shoot me a message on Sleeper at FF Hustler 420. You won't see me on the screen. This one filled and it didn't need me to draft. If it ever fills really fast, I just don't draft. I'll just be here commentating on the draft. But yeah, these are super fun. Whew, and thanks for the follow, bro. And what is that? Verksy said Jefferson that late. The 2-2. Yeah, I mean, you just look, people wanted to prioritize their running backs a little bit more. I mean, there was 5 running backs to end the first round, so that was a little crazy. Austin said, I've never done best ball, man. I've strictly done super flex. It would be new to me. Well, here's the thing. Like best ball, like, okay, I don't know if you guys have heard of like Underdog or DraftKings, but like they host best ball tournaments as well too. And like a lot of people are into it because you draft and then the season just kind of plays itself out. Yes. Gabe Agoo, yes, super flex, yes. That's why you see all the quarterbacks drafted so high for sure. And it's thank you guys. I like when people come in and they're like, "Hey, is this a 2 quarterback league or is this super flex league?" Because then it shows you guys know your shit and you're not just like some rook, you know, like when the newbies come in and they're like, "What? Josh Allen drafted in the first round? This guy doesn't even know what he's doing." You can like tell that those people are just like super newbies, bro, just super newbies, and but yeah, Austin. So yeah, it's literally just to set it and forget it. It's almost like just a draft tournament. You draft, you pay the $10, and then if your team is in the top 4 after week 14, you know, when the playoffs start, your team moves on to the tournament playoffs. So 25% of the people in the tournament are going to make the first round in the tourney playoffs. But yeah, man, you should definitely get in. It is super fun. And Verx said, "Oh, sorry, I thought it was a late 2. No, it's Snake. Yeah, he got that. He was right at the 2-2. I mean, he's usually right there at the beginning. I mean, I've seen him slip. I mean, dude, I don't know how CD Lamb slipped to the 211. Like, that's crazy. And Isaiah said, "Get Schmitty, bro." So I'm not drafted in this one, but you're talking about Devonta Smith. He got drafted at the 6-6. So yeah, he's been gone for a few rounds now. And Austin said, "I'll shoot you a message, man. I don't mind learning new leagues." Yeah, bro. I mean, these are super fun. And this, like, I do this full time. Like, I have a full-time fantasy football business, and that's what I do, you know, for all everything that I got going on. So I spend a bunch of time doing this. And these drafts are super fun, man. It's like a community within the community because we have a huge community on Patreon and on Facebook. On Facebook, I created one of the very first fantasy advice groups. I mean, this is back in like 2016, and there's like 100,000 people in there. And it's pretty awesome, man. Pretty awesome. And then on Patreon, 420crew.com. If you guys know about Patreon, go join over there. You can join for free so you can follow along with stuff. But if you get on as a paid member, you're supporting the movement, but you are also going to be getting a lot of advice and information that I specifically put for paid members. Stuff that I put hours and hours and hours worth of research every week. And Ricky, what up? Traded Amon-Ra for 4 first-round picks and George Pickens. There we go, man. He said win or loss. He said, well, I mean, it was, I mean, that's Dynasty, right? I mean, it has to be because you said 4 first-round picks. I mean, I guess it could be a keeper. Hey, shout out to Johnny. What up, bro? He said, thanks to everyone who's been filling the orphans. We're almost there, bro. I started off with like over 200 orphans this season. I'm down to like 50. Down to like 50. And shout out to Crispy. What up, Crispy? And yeah, and Ricky, that's the only way that I'm trading someone like Amon-Ra. It has to be like 4 first-round picks for like capital, because it's probably not going to be teams that like suck, you know, that have the 101, 102 that are like trading you. It's probably going to be someone with a late pick, right? So yeah, that's why I'd want like the equivalent of that. And if not, why would I trade him? Like, that's like another thing. I feel like some people, they're like, I have to make a trade no matter what. So then they'll like devalue guys because they have to make a trade, you know, for whatever reason. And yeah, I don't like that mentality when it comes to Dynasty. I'd rather hold especially when there's months and months and months before the season, right? Like, I mean, there's no reason to force a trade unless you're getting the value that you want. Because you can always revisit it weeks later, a month later, 2 weeks later, and the season still hasn't even started. Yeah, Austin said 1.5 through the 1.7. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Monra's definitely a keep for me unless I'm getting another top 10 wide receiver plus picks. Yeah. I mean, Amon Ra's like so good that he's just someone that I really don't even want to trade away. You know, when people devalue him, I want to buy him off of them. And that is for sure. Whew. All right, dude. Hutchinson and Garrett first IDPs off the board. Ooh, and Andy got Hutchinson and Crosby as a crazy IDP duo right there. Austin says, especially PPR, he catches 12 to 14 balls each game. I mean, exactly right. Like, I mean, I know that he might not have his high highs, you know, every single game. And I think that's why he probably gets devalued a little bit. A lot of mouths to feed, you know, and Gibbs gets a lot as well. Got Laporta, you got Jameson. I mean, you got a bunch of people over there now. But yeah, if he's going to get me 10 to 14 catches and like just around 100 yards, I know that's not going to be like wide receiver one on the week, but that is going to be a damn good, you know, score in my starting lineup. That is for sure. That is for sure. Ooh, there goes Rodgers in the 10th round. It's like just sneakily. He's like moving up to where you have to draft him in the top 10 rounds, which are like technically all the starters. I'll say exactly, bro. Might finish with 80 yards, but I'll give you 13 points off his receptions. I mean, right? Yeah, like, dude, if you're getting close to 20 points just off of your receptions, not even mixing in yardage, not even mixing in touchdowns, I mean, that's a baseline that I want. Because no matter what, like, that's the volume that everybody is chasing. Like, everybody wants efficiency, but it's like, dude, if you're getting volume like that, the efficiency can lack a little bit. Because like that volume is just going to carry. Michael Pittman and Michael Wilson back to back in the 10th round. Yo, Chef Chunky said the fantasy football boss man is live. What up, Chef Chunky? What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming through, my man. 10th round, baby. 10th round. We got TJ Watt. Off the board. That's and Matt, you in here? You in here, Matt? Man, you drafted him. I'm not saying you don't draft him. You probably could have waited like a round or two. TJ Watt's not getting drafted at his peak like he was. Peace out, Austin. Yeah, send me a message on Sleeper, bro. We'll chat it up. I'll get you into one of these drafts. And ask message 49ers 22, message him and just ask him about these drafts. Like, he's loving it. Just if you want like another just if you want to hear like get the lowdown on me. Chef Chunky said, feel like dishing out some free advice, homie. I mean, just ask some questions, man. That's what I do. And Stanky Gusso said Scat is crazy overrated, man. Dude, I said it last year. Definitely saying it this year as well, too. I mean, in a single QB league, I'm sure he'll get drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round a lot. In a super flex league, like, man, I don't want to touch him like in the 3rd. That is I mean, this is probably one of the highest I've seen him drafted. He goes in the 4th and 5th round a lot, but he gets hurt a lot. And that's the one thing that I don't like about him. He is I mean, he doesn't really protect himself much when he runs. That's like the crazy part, right? Like, I mean, I feel like he just opens himself up for a lot of big hits, and that ain't good. And Ryan said ETN over Neighbors and Caleb. I mean, this is dude, Dave knows what he's doing, but look at all the running backs though. Like, that's why. Like, I bet that doesn't happen in a lot of regular drafts, but like, look at how many running backs went. I mean, there was 8 in the 1st round. There was 6 in the 2nd round, and then 3 in the 3rd round. Like, dude, I mean, running backs were just going like crazy. Chef Chunky said, you giving up Brees for Bucky in a second. Nah, man, I don't want to trade for Bucky right now. Like, dude, there's way too much around his injuries that, like, nah, man. Like, I want to wait and hear more info about him. Unless you're buying them at like pennies on the dollar, and giving up Brees ain't pennies on the dollar. So no, I would not do that. Stanky said he was a 4.6 guy before destroying his ankle, 4.8 guy the rest of their career at a max. I mean, We'll see. We'll see. I mean, even 4.8, I mean, it's not slow, but yeah, you're gonna have to be real shifty at that point, right? Because like the top end speed, you're just probably not gonna burn a lot of people. You're gonna get hawked. All right, Chef Chunky said, thank you for talking me off my own demise. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do, man. I'll help you make a level-headed decision because, yeah, like, I mean, if we go back a couple months, I'd probably be like, yeah, man, that's a good trade. Like, I bet Bucky bounces back like really dope in 2026. But nah, man, not now. Like, dude, we've been hearing way too much stuff that makes me way too nervous about his injuries, man. And like, wouldn't it fucking suck if like you trade for him and then it's like 2 weeks later, it's like, yeah, he's having this issue. He's starting on the pup, and then he's out for 6 weeks, right off the bat. Like, I mean, not the worst thing in the world, but that would suck, like happening right away after you trade for him. And like, that's what I just like, I have this feeling like something like that is going to happen. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, Chef Chunky said that's how it goes too. Yes, Ian, like, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. That sucks. It sucks when you're on the receiving end of that. I mean, if you trade the guy away and then it happens, I mean, I'm sure we all feel bad, but at least it didn't happen to us. Yeah, so yeah, good, man. I'm glad you came here to ask that. And VVS, Javante or Scat in a 32-man dynasty league. I feel like Javante is a little bit safer. That's where I'd probably go. Like, I would draft Javante higher than Scat. Oh, look at Brown locking down Gray and Dodson.
Well, obviously.
Let's go. Chef Chunky Scat feels like his shelf life would be very short. I mean, it's the way he runs, man. He runs with like reckless abandonment. Like, that's what makes me nervous about him. I don't hate him, but I devalue him because of that. Like, I think the only time that I got him in these drafts is when I got him in like the 6th round. And I felt like it was like such good value that it was like, yeah, I'll get him there. But like, he got drafted in the 3rd year. He gets drafted in the 4th. Like, I don't want that. And shout out to BVS. I appreciate the insight. Hell yeah. And make sure you guys hit the follow button if you have not. I swear, I will be your best fantasy football resource. And that is like no cap. But it's because I play in all these leagues. I've been playing for over 20 years and I've been commissioning for just as long. The only year I didn't commission was the very first year that I played. And yeah, dude, like I just have insight on like just so many different things that a lot of people don't even think of. And like, even like, see how we're drafting defensive players. There's so many of these fantasy football social media guys who like, they don't even play with defensive players. So like, they understand like random things that they like read stats wise, but they don't know why the stats are what they are because of the individual players that are making things happen. And VVS said, love the IDP leagues, bro. You definitely found the right place then, because there's not a lot of guys who even talk about IDP, let alone play in IDP leagues. And the first league that I ever played in was a 2-quarterback IDP league. I just thought that was how everybody played. Literally, social media made me realize that that's not how everybody plays. But these leagues that I do, this league that's drafting right now, it's a $10 draft with a $10,000 first place prize for the tournament. And I made it very easy on the IDP side. You only have to start 5 IDP players and it's all flex players. So just very, very easy. This is my way of kind of like converting people to start to at least play in an IDP league, very, 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 very small stakes, and you get to learn. You're going to learn a lot if you do 2 drafts, $20, you will learn so much in those 2 drafts. And Chef Chunky said, once you go IDP, there's no going back. I mean, yeah, I play in some leagues that are offense only, but yeah, man, I mean, if I got my pick, it's going to be a super flex IDP league. Oh shit, Crispy said someone just joined the number 6 Superflex IDP. Nice. We were waiting. Someone, I can't remember who told me, but someone said that they had a friend who was going to join. Let's go check it. Oops. Let's see. All right, we have oh shit, we have 3 empty teams over there. Man, that sucks. There we go. Oh shit. Andy said, bro, 1v1 me versus you in the draft. Bro, knock it off, man, with that 1v1. He said, where do you get your hats? This is the company is Grassroots. Grassroots. I love the hats, man, because I don't really rock like sports hats like anymore. Like I'm mainly rocking these lifestyle hats, bro. And VVS said, oh, that's a nice setup. Yeah, I mean, for my other, if we're in the dynasty leagues or the redraft leagues, like it's usually like 8 or 9 like IDPs. But yeah, like I want to make it really, really easy in this tournament because I don't want people to be little weenies about joining. Like I want to be able to tell someone it's very, very easy to draft 5 to 10 IDP guys, because we're talking, you got like 400 guys to choose from, and if you're going into bench spots, I mean, dude, you got like thousands to choose from. But yeah, so that's because it's my whole goal to make IDP the norm. Like I know it's probably going to be impossible for me to do that by myself, but I know every single year I'm getting dozens, if not over 100 people like introduced into playing in IDP leagues. And so like literally if I can get 100 or more people like introduced every single year, like that feels like a big accomplishment for the IDP community. And Andy said, I don't own any hats. What other brands do you like? I mean, I'm pretty loyal to certain brands, and like this is the only brand that I haven't bought a different hat other than the Grassroots hats. Just shit, I don't even know. Like might be like maybe before COVID. Yeah. And I have a lot of different ones. Like I may only rock like the same, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 like on the live streams or whatever. It's like I'll get different ones for like the year. I'll get like 4 or 5 for the year. Once the other ones get like worn out. Then those just get passed on. VVS said, hell yeah, promote the IDP leagues. I love the competition it brings. Yeah, for sure. Because like there's no accidental wins when you play in the IDP leagues. Like I know everybody has a story of like some big championship game where it was like one player literally won the game for him, and like that doesn't happen in IDP leagues. I mean, it just doesn't. You need like a complete team. Like even this, I mean, there's 15 starters that are in this. Like that's not a small starting lineup, and in a lot of the leagues that I host, it's usually like 18 or 19 starting spots. So it is it's almost impossible for an accidental win to happen or a fluky win to happen. And I mean, I guess there's fluky wins, but it's like you need fluky stuff happening on both sides. Johnny, what up, bro? He said IDP is a natural progression of liking fantasy football. He said standard, then PPR, then Superflex, then Dynasty, then IDP. Yeah, it's like once you're open-minded about getting outside of like that very first style of league that you joined, it's like you're just opening Pandora's box, and like, yeah, Superflex. I mean, I guess what's crazy is like, yeah, I guess I don't even think about like standard. Like, I mean, I know that there's people who play in standard leagues and I still don't understand it. It's like, how does a reception not mean anything? Like I know the yardage means something, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to me. And Stanky, I assume this is not a dynasty startup. You assume correct. This is a redraft league. Yeah, if this was a dynasty startup, probably be more quarterbacks going earlier, I would assume. But yeah, this is a redraft, a best ball league. There is 10 offensive starters and 5 IDP starters. So 15 total starters that people are drafting here. And yeah, Johnny, it's awesome that you've been doing the same thing over there, just naturally getting these people to progress, man. I love it. And sometimes if people just meet me, they just skip the first couple steps and they just jump all the way into the deep end of the pool. That's what it's all about. Look at that. Kelsey in the 14th round. People just totally forgot about him. Because I swear last couple days he's gone in like the 10th or 11th round. But yeah, he totally slipped there. And look, it's when people start getting into, oh man, I don't know what happened to Andy, but he's on auto right now. Damn, he's been auto and IDP since round 9. And Walm 538 in the rookie draft. Should I trade the 201 and the 204 for the 109 and take KC? Probably. I mean, especially if your team's like pretty top heavy, because I don't know, like who are you gonna get with the 201? Like maybe like Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston, like one of those guys. Maybe like the 204s, like Antonio Williams, like something like that. I think I would rather just have KC than the combo of like two of those guys, because I feel like either way, all those guys are going on the taxi, like no matter what. Like, I mean, I just feel like every one of those guys is just gonna funnel right into the taxi squad until something pops, with them. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. If your team is more of a rebuilding style, I wouldn't do it though. I would just take Boston or Cooper and Williams with that other one. I would just, because at least you'll get 2 dart throws with that for your rebuild. KC, I still feel like is not like guaranteed of anything. Well, it's a very young team. Got Gentile, Pickens, JSN, Kraft. Yeah, I mean, if you got a very young team like that, I mean, like, even if you're not like a playoff contender necessarily, well, no, not a play, like even if you're not a championship contender, but you're still kind of like a playoff contender, like, yeah, I would say, I guess, how many spots in your roster, like your starting roster, do you feel like you have to replace? If you have to replace only one, like, there's one guy in your starting lineup who you're like, man, this guy can't be a starter for me. Like if it's only one guy like that, I would make the move to get KC. But if you have a couple spots in your lineup, like a flex spot, a wide receiver spot, where it's like, I got to get these guys out of my starting lineup before the season starts, I probably would not make the trade. Brown, you're on the clock in 155, bro. I just made my pick. Chef Chunky said Casey's going to be exciting until you realize the team. I wish you went somewhere else. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's another reason. Like, it just landing spot almost makes more of a difference than anything, because all these guys are talented. Like obviously coaching and schemes and all that. Like all those things make a difference, but all these guys are talented. It's like they need to be in the right system that's going to utilize them the right way. And I think one thing also, I know wide receivers are a little bit different to where like first round wide receivers, like you're probably going to be in the mix like right away, whether it's wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. But like a lot of times if you don't have, like, I mean, they got Jerry Jeudy, but him and KC, I mean, I don't know, would Jerry Jeudy even warrant the number 1 all the time on the other side of things? Like if KC ends up getting the number 1 cornerback on him for like, I don't know, 30-40% of a game, because like it's just like that cornerback is just on the side and they keep like moving people around, that might not be good for him. That might not be good for him. VVS, I gotta hope I get traded or something for sure. Chef Chunky, Jets use Sadiq. I'm buying the motherfucker everywhere. They better. I mean, they've only had limited success to the tight end is what scares me, but I've still took Sadiq in some areas, like over KC. And Bluefish, interested in where Michael Wilson's going. He went in the 10th in this draft. Let me see. Let's see. Where? At the 10-6, right after Michael Pittman and Laporta for the offensive guys. Chef Chunky Jerry Judy isn't even the number one on his on his own fantasy team. Yeah. And Matt at Facts, I feel like Sharp League's Chase is going early. I mean, you're talking about Jamar Chase? I mean, he's always going to go early. Or you talking about Chase Brown? Which Chase you talking about? Yeah, dude, no problem, Brownies. I'll get to it soon. Playing what? Playing phase 10 with the fam as well, bro. Multitasking. I like it, bro. I like it. Crispy said 2 trades pending in League 50. Thanks, Crispy. I'll make my way over there right meow. Okay. Where is number 50? Let's see what trades are here. Sam Laporta for TJ Hawkinson, the 307 and the 311. Shit. I would definitely want the Sam Laporta side of that. And then same guys made the same trade. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the 110 for Malik Willis. I mean, I would much rather have Malik Willis over Rodgers, but getting all those other pieces, if it's just a depth quarterback, man, like I like getting Adams in that 110 and Rodgers over Malik Willis. And Mad Fact said Chase Brown. Okay, yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, look, he went the 2-4 in this draft. I mean, there's a lot of running backs that went off the board, but I feel like every draft he's going in the second round, and it's usually the high second. And Giants have Conception or Boston went to San Fran. We'd be so psyched about him for sure. For sure. But they went to Cleveland. Shout out to Ghost Monkey. And Jay Minton said it's a Laporta steal. Man, I mean, seemed like a steal, right? Oh shit. Let me text Phil. All right. And Chef Chunky looked into Randall at all? Yeah, I mean, I've drafted him and Hill, like kind of just, especially in these ones, like, you know, we have like 35 rounds. So yeah, and like in ones like this, I've tried to like pair them up a little bit. Bluefish Chase Brown was top 5 second half of last year. I mean, dude, when the Bengals are clicking, man, just needed Joe Burrow, needs Joe Burrow to be on the field. A lot better things happening. He was also 30th in the first half. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's first half wasn't the best for the Bengals last year. That's for sure. All right. So, all right, we got someone taking over an orphan team. We love it because we need it. Yeah, this team is pretty good, man. Baker, Herbert, CD, Trey Henderson. And what is it? Pick 107. There we go. We only need 2 more in this one now. 2 more orphans to fill. Okay. All right. Anybody has any questions on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you guys are at, throw it in the chat. Just doing a little something behind the scenes here. And it's going to be about time to smoke. All right. Thanks for keeping me posted, Crispy. See anything else happening in any of these other leagues, let me know. I got like everything kind of closed down in the background. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Let me All right, hold on one sec. Gotta move some stuff around here. So let's put that. All right, 1 second, guys. Actually, I know what I could do is play a quick song.
Yeah. 420. Light it up, smoke it. Let that bud choke it. Drop a super chat. I'll hit a fat ass dab. Then we roast your lineup straight out of Vegas. 420 crew. Let's get elevated.
Yeah, roll that blunt, light that screen. It's the 420 crew, fantasy football supreme. The 420 hustler, every line full blown. Alex the hustler, turn the mic to a throne.
Yeah, every 4 ball. Straight out of Vegas. Name is Alex the Dawn, fantasy hustler. Drafted till dawn, Patreon popping. The crew runs deep, savages grind. No time for sleep. Dynasty redraft.
All right, 1 sec. I'll be right back.
IDP tournaments. Yeah, we run them all. 420 network, living out the dreams. Smoke sessions live. YouTube streams. Waiver wide rip, start sit, no delay. Grind never stops, that's the hustler way. Ricky Williams rolled through, blunt in his hand, talking Heisman runs in that South Beach brand.
It's the 420 hustler, motherfuck the rest. IDP rankings, Zach Bond the best. Linebacker point sacks.
Yeah, Zach Bond the best.
While we cheap and we boss. It's the 420 hustler, motherfuck the rest. IDP rankings, Zach Bond the best. Linebacker point sacks. Tackles for loss, we count every stat while we cheap and we ball.
Sunday watch parties, game day lit in the crib. Big screens, big buds, big bets on the rib. Vegas live drafts, MGM tweet with the crew. Smoking on that Zaza, drafting with the crew. Hustlerpod.com, merch links, the whole scene. Fantasy Savage badge if you join the machine. IDP, best ball, Tourney entries running strong. Draft deep rounds, pray your defense don't go wrong. Wilbur Smith, Parsons, Warner in the mix. We stacking those tackles like bricks.
Them bricks.
Dynasty startups, rookie drafts in June, fantasy fights.
Rookie drafts in June.
It's got Apple Pod, Spotify, Red Circle 2, 1,000 episodes. We're coming for you at FF Hustler 420, tweeting fire takes.
Drop that bum ass running back. Go get Jay
Ferguson, that is free tier. Patreon, still get the smoke.
Chris said, I love this motherfucker sends me shit trades and tries to convince me like a bad car salesman.
We study them tapes while we float in the air. 420.
Joyce, are you talking about me? I said my best work for you. KTC stands for keep tanking crispy. That's hilarious.
From the waiver wire to the championship throne, 420 fantasy hustler, take your ass home. Roll it tight, pass it all night long. Mic drop,
And hit from the bone.
420, hustler, IDP, we the motherfucking crush. 420, hustler, IDP, we the motherfucking crushes.
Yeah. All right, I think we're just gonna have to get some more smoking going on. Let's see. Let's get a classic on here. Crispy sent me one of his trades, Johnny, that he received, one of the ones he was talking about. So what would you do with this, Johnny? So Crispy would receive the running back Giddens and Trey Henderson, and he would give up Kyren Williams and Zach Charbonnet. Would you accept that? Yeah, definitely wouldn't take that. Let's see. Oh, this one goes out to Crispy because, Crispy sometimes gets into beefs with his boss, and we got to remind everybody, Crispy's always like, fuck this job. Whew. Round 20. I'm probably not going to be live all the way till the end of the draft. So if anybody wants a grade, feel free to throw it in, like leave a comment now, and we'll get a couple more rounds in, and I'll start doing the drafts. Start doing the grades. But how about now? Just time to. What was it?
I'm like, you're insane. I don't know. I got to find it. But, you put it in keep trade cut. Yeah, I guess it adds up. But it was freaking ridiculous, man. There was a whole thing in the chat. I'll find it, and I'll bring it up in a minute. I got to find which league it was in.
Keep trade cut just makes people worse managers, I feel.
Dude, 100%. Because it's all crowdsourced. And you know what? When I go on it, in the beginning where it asks you to keep trade or cut this guy, I don't even look at it. I just hit tap, 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 right, and just cut right through it. Like,
yeah, for sure.
That affects how many people do that? At least 60, 70%, maybe.
Right.
And that's where they get their rankings.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And that's just like pretty lame in general, right? Like, and if it's a free league, whatever, use whatever resources you want and make whatever bad trades you want. And I'm sure those leagues, like, they'll find someone either way. But when it's a money league and people start making like really, really bad trades, it sucks because it ruins the trade market for the entire league. And that's one thing that, like, it just sucks. It really does. Yeah, TJ said someone just got a haul for Malik Willis today. Yeah, so what do you think about this, Jamie? This trade just went down. It was Malik Willis on one side by himself, and then the other side, it was Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the 110. This year's 110.
So Malik Willis is I would sell Malik Willis for the 110 straight up.
Yeah.
I think the market
and also
oh
Jamie, just to preface it, this is in one of my leagues, where it's like the 6-point passing and you get a little bit more for the passing yardage.
Like, 6-point passing even lowers Willis. So, like, I think at his highest, Willis for the 107 straight up, but that's like, fuck that. Why would you want Malik Willis for that? 110 seems about normal for straight up, and I still think that's too expensive. I'd sell him for an early second. I offered Malik Willis. No, someone offered me a trade for Malik Willis. It was like 2/3 for Malik because I got him off the waiver wire. It was a $200 fab league. And after the draft, he was there in a super flex. I put $200 on my fab on him. And the guy below was like 198, 197. So you couldn't put $3 more just to, like, why? Why wouldn't you just throw all of it? And everyone's in the chat, like, asking me why I put $200 a fab, because he's a free pick. Like, I'm paying my fab for a pick that's essentially worth a first.
Brown said he likes the Willis side if he's rebuilding and not in contention.
Well, no, because you get the 110 for Willis straight up, but you still have, you said Devontae Adams was part of it.
Yeah, so the other side of the trade was Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the 110.
So like Devontae Adams, you could get an early second for probably, or a mid second right now from a contender if a contender got that pick from someone else.
Yeah.
But even Aaron Rodgers is worth like the 212 right now, because any starting quarterback has to at least be worth a 212.
So you know what's funny is, like, man, there was in one league where I have Aaron Rodgers and I'm kind of like a little bit of like rebuilding mode. Like, I put him on the block just to see if anybody would be interested. And like the only offers that I got, it's a super flex IDP league, were 2026 6th and 7th rounders. That's it. I was like, dude, are you crazy? I was like, I'm not selling him for like less than a second. Like, he's a starting quarterback.
Well, and an IDP, I would think like a third would be fine.
Yeah,
IDP included.
It's just, I mean, the quarterbacks, like, because that's one thing that I'm not gonna do is like undervalue like the value of a quarterback. Like, getting like I know that Aaron Rodgers might not be great, but the depth that people need at quarterback in these super flex leagues, like I've sold, like, I remember selling Mason Rudolph in mid-season for a 3rd rounder because somebody needed a starting quarterback that week, or it was an automatic loss, you know. And so like they paid the 3rd rounder, you know, for Mason Rudolph. I know it's different timing, you know, but yeah, it's ridiculous how low like people like expect to like get some
I found this bullshit trade. So someone traded away Kenneth Walker, and in return, they got Jaden Higgins, Kyle Monungai, and a 2027 3rd.
Say it one more time.
So Jaden Higgins, which is probably worth like a mid-second right now, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Monungai, same, probably like a early second, I would say.
Something like that.
2027 3rd. For Kenneth Walker, a guy that is looked at as like a top 12 running back just this season alone, top 10.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know how. I mean, there's a lot of people who are hating on Ken Walker, and I don't really know why. Because now he's in a system where he's going to get way more work.
Exactly.
He's always been good.
He brought up the injury. I was like, well, in the Super Bowl, he was Super Bowl MVP. So where's the injury? He's back. He's back 100%. But the fact is, like, Kenneth Walker, even if you're low on him, you have to put him at what, RB 15 in Dynasty? If you're low. And that's still above Jadarian Price, who is going at 105. So you just gave up 2 second-round picks for the 105, 106. Like, or less than that, because Kenneth Walker is definitely going to smash more than Jadarian Price. Like, I would put Kenneth Walker's price at like a Mekhi Lemon at the lowest. But you could make an argument that Tyson and Kenneth Walker have even value in Dynasty, depending on if you're rebuilding or contender.
I think people just get way too emotional with trades, is what it is. Like, not liking a player or whatever, and you just get rid of them. Or like in June, thinking that you have to force a trade, like the season's about to start or something. Like, that's another thing that I don't understand.
And it's like, why would you trade away a running back right now? Like, I don't even trade 4 running backs, really, but getting this value, that's a steal for Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, for sure. And Crispy said Singleton, Antonio, or Emmett. I mean, team needs, but I feel like I'm
Singleton,
going
Antonio, or Emmett. Like, oh, it's not even Emmett. It's not Emmett close. So it's between Chris Bell, if he's still available, and Antonio Williams. And then you throw in
Well, no,
Singleton.
just out of these three, how would you rank them, or who are you picking? That's what he's asking.
Oh, it's easily Singleton and Antonio Williams.
Who would you like? Who's your number one out of these two guys?
Oh, it'd be Singleton.
Okay.
Because like, so I put Antonio Williams in that tier. Like, if you're in an early second, like the 203, 204, and Williams is there, and so is Chris Bell, I would look at your team and be like, am I a year away? Can I sit on Chris Bell, hold him for a year? Because, I mean, he may not play this year to the fullest extent that he's going to in the future. But I did hear that he is healthy and he's ready to play.
Okay.
So, yeah. But if you need production now, I think Antonio Williams over Chris Bell and Singleton.
Yeah, and Brown.
You're gonna have to sit on Singleton for like at least a half a year until he shows you something.
For
and that's
sure.
if Pollard gets hurt.
Yeah.
So
I think Antonio Williams is I think he'll have more opportunities to shine like earlier in the season, but even him, like, you still might have to wait till like mid-season.
Oh yeah, I mean, receivers don't pop off. Receivers don't pop off right away. Even the elite ones sometimes take time. So
there's got to be an injury or something that happens that like gets him like forced into the top two.
Yeah, but like I think Antonio Williams has the best path
to
targets on the Commanders, because you have McLaurin, obviously is going to get a lot of targets. They brought in Rashad White, who's probably going to get some of the target share, at least 11%.
Mm-hmm.
And who else? There's nobody.
And I wonder, like, if the Brandon Ayuk stuff, if that's just a troll job or if they actually are like in talks.
I think they're better off without Ayuk, man. That dude's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he's not helping himself with all the shit that he's doing on social media right now, because nobody wants to deal with that.
Like, just Antonio Williams is talented enough where he can get those slot targets. Like, he's probably going to play 60 to 65% of the snaps.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's not going to see all the targets. But
shout out to Matt on TikTok coming through and throwing in the cap. You demand, Matt.
Tickety tock, get Chiggy with it. I was just about to bring up Chig, man. Like, he's going to see a lot of mad targets in this offense too.
Yeah.
Because you look at Zach Ertz, dusty old Zach Ertz. Last year, Zach Ertz had, I want to say, a 20% target share. He was a top 12 tight end in target share. So I think it was 18 to be exact.
Okay. Yeah, Brown. He said
that's
Brown
a
said he's
old.
Brown said he's grown on Walker this past week. He said for certain reasons. Yeah, I believe it.
Dude, I mean, early best balls, we were taking Walker in the third round of single quarterback underdog drafts. End of the third round. As soon as he went to the Chiefs, now he's an early second round pick. So he shot up a whole 24 picks.
Yeah. Udi, what up, bro? He said he thinks Zach Wilson gonna keep up his value, or and Michael Wilson. Okay, I think that's what it might be. He said, or is Marvin Harrison Jr. He said, or is Marvin Harrison Jr. going to step up more? I mean, I feel like a third year breakout for Marvin Harrison is coming. I really do. But I do think that Michael Wilson is still going to be solid as well. Like, I mean, you can't take away what he did last year, and like, he's going to get utilized more than he did at the beginning of the season last year, because he just wasn't getting used a lot in the beginning of last year.
Yeah, I'm buying both receivers. Right now, I think you're paying top dollar for Michael Wilson. So I'd rather sell Michael Wilson unless I can get him at a discount. But Marvin Harrison's like right in that same range. But he has so much more talent. He has, like you said, he could break out in his 3rd year. But what's to say it's not his 4th year and you can get him even cheaper during the season? Because imagine a Marvin Harrison Manning connection again.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Like Arch Manning goes to the Cardinals, and then Devontae Adams didn't even have a breakout year until he was in his 4th year, or was it 5th year? It was either 4th or 5th, man. So
yeah, I guess I can't even remember, but he was a 2nd rounder. You know, like I mean, went to a small college, and
yeah, he didn't do shit until his 4th, 5th year.
It was like Jordy Nelson, right? Who was like balling like over there.
Yeah,
like,
there's
before he started. Crispy said, where are you rating Hurst?
Ted Hurst?
Yeah.
For rookie drafts?
I'm assuming
man.
I'm assuming amongst rookies.
He's one of my most owned. He's one of my most owned players. I've traded for him the most. Like when I'm on in a draft and someone's at the 207, 208, 209.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing everything I can to trade. I traded Rashad White straight up for Ted Hurst.
Okay.
At the 208. I traded Jerry Jeudy at the 212 straight up to get Ted Hurst. And that may seem like a lateral move, but I believe in Ted Hurst's upside over Jerry Jeudy in his 6th year.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't done shit but drop balls. And he's on a bad offense that just drafted 2 elite wide receivers in the 1st, 2nd round.
Yeah, Jerry Judy's gotten screwed, man. He's been with bad quarterbacks.
He had one good year. There was one good year where it was hopeful for him, but he just drops too many passes. I think he has like a 55% catch rate. 55! Bam! I
don't know what happened, Jamie. Yes. You started going blurry.
Yeah, that's it's all you people smoking weed. I'm not the one blurry. Your eyes are blurry.
I'm not blurry, you're blurry. And Tony said no such thing as a perfect ranking list of just opinions. For sure, man. That's why I don't like doing rankings.
But I do have a fucking fat ass rankings list that I keep dominating over the years, every single year. Yeah, I'm off on a few here and there, but I've learned and I've grown. I'm not going to go after the Roshan Johnsons of the world just because I hope. No, I'm actually looking at it through like a magnifying glass now. Like I learned my lesson.
I mean, it was a joke, for a while. Like, I mean, just ranking him as high as you were ranking him. We all knew that part of it was a joke. But I will tell you, though, I mean, even like I'm trying to think of the guy's name, the guy who would do the Tequila Thursdays. Damn it, what the fuck was his name? I'm sure he's still doing shit. He was the guy who was like working out and had a sword. Damn it, what is his name? But he seems like a real degenerate is what he seems like for like, the casual like people. And I just remember like he would just beat the drum of like certain players, and no matter what, those guys were still just like must starts. They were always ranked real high, and it's like hard to take anybody seriously who doesn't change their opinion as new information comes.
Because fantasy football is fluent. Like you learn every single day something new, and that's going to change opinions. It's like Bruce Lee, man. Imagine a full cup of water and he has a cup of Coke and he starts pouring the Coke into the water and it overflows, right? It's diluted. If you dump out that water and you dump in the whole glass of Coke, that's what we want. We want to transfer the best information as pure as it can be in its form.
Be watching.
So you have to change, man.
Hell yeah, man. Because there's so many variables. I think that's what it is people don't adjust like with the variables, because they could literally change from week to week. literally depending on everything, the defense that you play, the D line that you're going against, the linebackers you're going against, the DBs you're going against, then on the other side, the offensive schemes that you're going against and deploying. Like, that's what's cool about fantasy football, because there's no one strategy that's going to win you anything. Like, if you just do the same strategy for every draft and you win one of the leagues, there's no guarantee that all those other ones are going to win as well.
And that's why I say you do the most leagues possible. Like, I'm in 30 plus dynasty leagues. I do like 5 charity tournaments. I do Alex's big tournament that we're drafting right now. And I usually do 10 to 20 leagues nowadays, at least. You got to diversify. And if you just grab the same guy over and over and over again, that's not good process. I try to keep it to at least like 15 to 20% exposure rate on average. Sometimes I do get up to 40, 50. For example, last year, in my 4th rounds of the draft, there's one guy I was going after, and then he wasn't even drafted in some drafts. So I got him off the waiver for I put 50, 60% of my fab for this guy. And that guy ended up being a top 12 receiver or a top 12 tight end value in Ronda Gaston.
And look at this. And Tony on TikTok, he said, in one of my leagues last year, I had Bijan and McBride in a 10-man league and finished in last place. Right? Like,
Holy
I mean,
shit. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah,
so the rest of your team was probably pretty bad, or you just had bad weeks.
Or
maybe the guy that you played.
The reason why I hate 10-man leagues is because every team is really good. He probably had a shitty schedule, and that's literally just bad luck that you can't overcome. Like, I'm sure every one of us has played in a league where you've had the worst schedule out of everybody. You have the most points again, Well,
what I do too is in my a couple of my dynasty best ball leagues. I do overall points for the 6th seed. So out of the last teams that didn't make the playoffs, out of those 7 teams, whoever scored the most points, max points for. So you can have the worst record and have the most max points for, and you still make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think that 6th seed really does belong to the most points scored outside of the record.
Yeah, the one thing that I'm going to start, I do it in the Hustler Green Bowl, and I want to start doing it just in more redraft leagues, and then, maybe over time, mix it into Dynasty. I like that 7th playoff seed, like they do in the NFL, and then only one team has a bye. Yeah, only one team has a bye.
Okay.
Yeah. So instead of it being 2 games that happen that first week, only one team has a bye, but then there's 3 games that happen that first week. So that's, it makes that number 1 spot that much more valuable because only one team gets a bye.
I just sent you that song. I'm gonna throw a super chat. Anyone on TikTok, come over to YouTube so you can actually see use super chats. But I'm gonna send you a super chat for a song that I just sent you.
You're the man. I'm gonna go download it right now.
All right. Well, let me throw.
This is the one that you just finished.
Yeah, just finished. It's called Leak Shot. It's a parody of Eminem's Kill Shot.
Okay.
So I wrote all the lyrics out according to how his flow goes, and then I just put music in it, and that's how it turned out.
Cool.
I think y'all like it.
And Tony said, I never liked PPR leagues. He said, what if all your running backs can't catch? Well, I think the reason why PPR is there is more for the wide receivers. The running backs who can catch, which it's higher of a percentage than it was, 20 years ago and more than 10 years ago. And every year, I think we just get more and more running backs that can actually catch as well. That's part of the strategy.
I think it balances it out.
Yeah, because not every running back is going to get 60, 50 plus catches, per season.
But no, I think it balances out because you have different types of players now. You have the long touchdown guys that are getting you 6 points plus the 1 and the yards, and then you get the people that are getting like 10 receptions in the slot. Running backs that don't catch passes, they still probably get 60% of the workload, 55, 60%.
Yeah.
So you're still getting the yards and the touchdown upside like Jordan Mason.
Yeah. And Landon, he said, I'm in a 16-man league. He said, had the 16th pick and drafted St. Brown and McBride and finished 16th. Yeah, see.
16-team leagues are hard. You should have probably went quarterback.
I mean, if it's super flex, yeah, it probably wasn't a super flex league.
My bad. Like my mind goes straight to super flex every time.
Mine does too, but now I'm just realizing, unless it's someone that I already know, I'm just assuming it's single quarterback. Like,
no, I'm assuming it's super flex until they mention single quarterback.
Yeah,
that's the new normal nowadays.
Landon said the best choice was Herbert, though. And see, I guess it all depends on the scoring as well, too. Like, I mean, I don't know, a guy like Trey McBride, you didn't come in 16th place because of him, you know. Like, I don't think he came in 16th place because of
if you had Herbert, super flex, if you have Herbert on that team, he probably would have helped you win more. I mean. Yeah, like quarterbacks are more valuable at that point.
And he even said all of them got took in the first round. Yeah. So that's what he's saying. He's saying the best choice at the time was Herbert. Yeah. That's what he's saying. Tony said there's a famous 32-man league. He said it's outrageous. He said that means no one's available on waivers. Yeah, I mean, I host a 32-teamer.
Yeah, it's 32 teams.
Yeah, it's really not, right?
People off. I still find people off waivers. Because what I do is I stream DBs. I only have like 1 on my team or 2, and I just stream them every week and not waste a roster spot.
I guess I assume Tony's talking about a non-IDP because there's not a lot of people on the offense from week to week. But I know in the one that I host, it's we have 5 offensive starters and 4 defensive starters. And real quick before I play a song, Jamie, Crispy said Boston, Bell, or Bernard.
Boston, Bell. Oh, it's Boston for sure. I actually like Ted Hurst over Bernard. But Boston, yeah, I've taken Boston over all of those guys. And I already had Concepcion on that team. I'm pretty sure I had like the 108 or 107. I got Concepcion. And then I traded someone for like the 202, and Boston fell. Oh, it was 203. Boston fell to the 203 in a super flex.
Damn.
And I'm like, I can't pass Boston up. There's just too much value there.
For sure. All right. Thanks for the super chat, Jamie. I just downloaded the song. About to pull it up right now.
It's quick. It's like 3 minutes.
You sound like a
Scrub.
When your wave of claims become your prayers, you done.
Tony said I didn't know it was soccer season. Bro, only assholes call it soccer. It's called football, okay?
Turn up a little bit, man.
I think it just might be on yours that it's low. Is it low for everybody else? Satelliter, what up, bro? Y'all stream defenses like it's crack, but mine's stacked like a dynasty. Your roster's full of has-beens, mine's future Hall of Famers pedigree. This a league shot, fantasy football, homicide. Yeah, man, this shit goes hard, Jamie.
I tried.
Now I'm in the precision league shot. Got you leaking points, this the definition. League shot. Bus boy, you the trash talk king, more like the king of the waiver wire. Every pickup you make flops harder than your marriage tire. I study film, you study memes, scrolling TikTok for advice while I'm stacking wins. You're stacking excuses on thin ice. Bench warmer, you're running back stable, more unstable than your marriage vows. Bell cow 1 week.
And Shad said you and Landon said this is hard. Hell yeah, bro. Jamie's on YouTube. He's not on TikTok, but the guy you hear talking, that's who made the song. And Shad said, so you draft every single person in the league, at least every single position in the league. You know, not every person in the league is going to get drafted.
Yell at the screen all you want, your players still ain't producing. This the warning shot. Next one's the season, no refusing. Waiver wire fraud. You just sleep and pick guys, sleeping on a job.
And Cole said, missed out tonight. Yeah, bro. I'm going to post tomorrow's draft. We're going to get to the point where we're going to be able to draft like two games, 2 drafts per day. I know we're going to get up to that status. Okay, and Chad said, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. And for this tournament, I made it very easy with the defense. So if you've never played with defense before, this is the league to get in because it's very, very easy.
You sound like a bitch. You sound like a bitch.
Jamie over Eminem.
Dude, that was the line. Like I was ending the song. I'm like, how do I fucking end this? And I'm like, what do I say to my league mates? I'm like, you sound like a bitch. So I was like, why not put it in there?
And yeah, so Shad, this is the league that you want to get in if you ever wanted to dip your toe into the IDP world. And trust me, you definitely should. I have made it very easy to where you only have to draft 5. You only have to start 5 defenders, and they can literally be any position. And so for me, I usually draft like 10 or 11, and it's not that hard to draft 10 or 11.
You want to get a mix of linebackers and DLs, like the defensive ends, and throw in a couple DBs in there that play safety closer to the line, like those nickel DBs. Because those could be gold. Those could be 20+ points every week.
And Tony said, been watching NFL since '92 and been playing fantasy since 2003. How about y'all? So I can't even remember when I started watching football. Probably '94 was the year that the Chargers went to the Super Bowls. I probably started watching it a lot then, and then been playing fantasy since 2006. What about you, Jamie?
I started. Let's see. I was born in '82. My first game that I actually remember watching was when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and we used to watch every single game from when I was like 3 all the way up until I remember, like teenager. But I didn't start playing fantasy football until 2004. My first ever pick, my first ever league that I played in, I won. I won most overall points, and I won a championship.
Nice.
I had the 101, and I had no idea who to pick. I went to the store. I got the magazines. It was showing LaDainian Tomlinson or Priest Holmes, and I was like, I don't know which one to pick. My buddy that invited me to the league, J-Man shows up on the show a lot. But
J-Man was the guy who got you into fantasy. That's cool.
Yes. So I worked at his aunt and uncle's pizza place when I was in my 20s.
Okay.
I used to cook the grill. He was the front end manager. He's like, hey man, we're about to do a fantasy football league. We got a spot open. I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Nice.
And he guided me, man. Like he showed me how to kind of build a team and shit. But after the 3rd round, he was like, you're on your own now. So he had me pick LaDainian Tomlinson 101, the 212. He had me pick Terrell Owens, and 301. He had me pick McNabb, who was the McNabb and Owens connection. Yeah. They had like a record-breaking year.
Nice.
And so like I remember also having like a Tony Gonzalez, I think, next pick, or one of the top tight ends. 7th round, I took Muhsin Muhammad because I did my research, and I'm like, Muhsin Muhammad playing behind next to Steve Smith, and Steve Smith was like a top 3 projected that year.
Yeah,
but I took Muhsin Muhammad, the number 2 in the Panthers offense, in the 7th round.
Nice.
He ended up as a top 10 overall scorer in this format. He was like the number 2 wide receiver on the year. So that right there won me my league.
Yeah. And Tony said, if you had to guess what year fantasy football began, what would you say? Wasn't it 1969?
69, dude. It was either
Pretty sure.
67 or 69. Because
I think it was 1969.
The Raiders.
Raiders front
owner.
office, yeah.
Yeah, the owner put together a league with like 8 of them or 8 of the owners, and they just picked people.
And you know why?
Part of it.
You know why? It's because they hated their team so much that they were like, wouldn't it be cool if we could just draft anybody and get anybody on our team that we wanted to and not just our team that sucks? That's so funny, man. Like, shout out to the Raiders for having a team that sucked back then. And yeah, because I mean, it's crazy because like the way that I got introduced to fantasy football, also at a restaurant, it was when I worked at Subway back in the day. So what happened was I got arrested 2 times in the same year. I got arrested the day of the Super Bowl, and then I got arrested the opening Thursday game of the season. And I had to stop doing everything that I was doing. And then I started working at Subway. And this random dude was like, hey, man, we're drafted. Like, this is already after the season drafted because I got arrested when the season, like the day the season started. And I had to stop doing everything. And I had a friend that worked at Subway, and he got me a job just so I can start getting some money to pay for lawyers and shit. And then I got introduced to fantasy football. I don't even remember the guy's name. Like, he was only in my life for like a couple months. I don't even remember.
Now, let's go back in time. So, like, imagine the Raiders didn't suck and they didn't come up with that back in the 60s, right?
What up, Cali Jam? Dude, I posted the link in the chat. All right, sounds good, Brown. You'll be first on the grade. If anybody else want one, yep, Cali Jam, you'll be next.
Brown's on the clock. Cali Jam, peanut butter and jam.
Brown is always on the clock.
But no, think about this though. Like, the Browns sucked so bad the past 20 years, right? 25 years. If fantasy football wasn't invented by the Raiders in the 60s, there's a world that we could live in where fantasy football wasn't even created until 2000, 2005.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
So we'd only be 20 years into fantasy football.
Tony said, I bet Taylor Swift doesn't even like football and Travis Kelce doesn't like her music. You know what's crazy? I saw that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, they're getting married at Madison Square Garden, and they're selling tickets for you to be in attendance for their marriage.
Yeah, that's a cash cow, man.
How crazy is that?
It's a fake ass marriage, dude. They're only done it for the money. They're only doing it for the money, man. I honestly, I don't even think Travis Kelce is gay. So why would he want to marry a man?
At the end of the day, man, how many marriages, if we put a percentage on it, how many marriages happen, for money just in general?
Well, think about it. They're like Taylor Swift's one of the most money-making musicians, right? Kelce,
no fucking way.
Millions,
Landon,
millions.
Hold on. Landon, he said, this is crazy timing that you mentioned this. He said, my aunt is literally selling her jewelry for a ticket. That is insane. Like, the tickets, like, to buy, like, close as hell. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like 10,000 plus. And like, I don't even know how much the nosebleeders were, but I know they were like hundreds of dollars. They weren't like $50 for the nosebleed tickets. Callie Jam said she's worth $1 billion. I mean, Travis Kelce's the one who's he's the one who's trading up as far as like, finances. That's for sure.
Well, what I think is going to happen is they're going to have a baby, and this is going to be a super baby. It's not going to be the real baby. Like, she's going to fake her pregnancy, but they're building a lab version of Kelce and Swift together, and it's going to be the face of the NFL 20 years from now.
And he can also say
it's going to be the next big thing. We're going to have a Kelce Swift baby, and he's going to play tight end, quarterback, running back, and wide receiver at the same time while he's blocking for himself on the offensive line.
Yeah. And Tony said Taylor's had about 1 million ex-boyfriends. Why would anybody want to marry her? I mean,
For the
just
money.
like what we're talking about.
I'd marry her for the money.
I
Dude,
mean,
Alex,
yeah.
I'd marry you for the money. If you would,
I mean,
have a wife.
That's what we're saying, man. I mean, a lot of marriages happen for money, like either way. Like, I mean, it's like Taylor Swift is trying to get to Michael Jackson status, and I think
No one will ever get up there.
No, I said trying. Like she's not gonna succeed, but trying. And
Beyonce tried too. She didn't make it.
No one's gonna make it, man. Like,
yeah, she got exposed.
Michael Jackson's been dead for 17 years, and he's still he's number
dead.
one. He's number one on Spotify right now, and Spotify didn't even exist when he was alive. That's just crazy.
I really wish Michael Jackson would have kept doing those interviews as Dave. Do you remember after Michael Jackson died, and then he walked out of the ambulance? You've seen footage of him walking out of the ambulance after he died. And then a few weeks later, he was on the Jay Leno show or whatever the fuck it was.
What the heck?
As Dave. So look up Dave. That is Michael Jackson in a character mask. And he just disappeared after that.
Oh, man. And Landon said, no, Drake's ahead by 1 billion listens. Nah, man. Nah.
Oh, fuck Drake. Name one Drake song.
I'm sure he could name a bunch. I mean,
but Drake, any average listener, name a Drake song. And then I ask the same question. Name a Michael Jackson song. Thriller.
But Drake, I think he just dropped 3 albums at once or something like that. I don't even know what it was. I think he dropped a triple album or something. But he was only on Spotify at number 1 for just the day that it dropped, and then it went back to Billie Jean being back at number 1.
And how many years ago was that? Or was that recently?
No, this is a week ago.
Dude, I thought Drake got murdered because didn't Kendrick Lamar murder Drake at the Super Bowl concert?
Yeah.
2 years ago?
I thought so too.
Landon
said he was always first, bro. No, he wasn't.
Are you saying Drake came back from the dead? Is that what people are saying? Because I haven't heard anything from Drake lately. Does he have a new album? I know Eminem has a new album before Drake did.
Tony said they say there's no such thing as an exclusive relationship. Everyone's cheating on each other. I mean, it's monogamy. That's what makes people cheat. If it was okay to fuck anybody you want. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of guys who they probably think they can bang a lot of chicks, but they probably can't. But either way, it's the cheating's really only based on the opportunity, right? I mean, there's some guys who have zero opportunity to cheat for whatever reason. Then
dude, I've heard stories about people being married for 30, 40 years. And then all of a sudden one of them cheats because the opportunity came. So
yeah. Tony said phones and social media destroyed relationships. Yeah, well, I think it's because with social media, almost anybody in the world is attainable, right? To get into a relationship with, at least in maybe some people's minds. And back in the day, before social media, it was the people you went to school with, the people you knew in your city, the people who you may have worked with. That's it. Those are the only kind of people that you can get in a relationship with.
Or you pay for overseas women, Vietnamese people coming over.
Russian mail order brides, right?
Yeah, that's it. Russian mail order brides. Yes.
Antonia, what did you say? So I thought Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott were NBA players. It sounds like NBA names. So I can't name one Drake song. I don't like modern music. And and then Landon, he said that the Kendrick diss album was butt. I mean, I really don't like either one of them. So it's people can get into that and they're like, this was the greatest rivalry ever. And no, it wasn't. It's just the only rivalry that actually happened. But no way does this take over any kind of Tupac diss song,
Not even that, the people are thinking now, so it's the newest rivalry, but it doesn't even compare to even what 50 Cent did to a bunch of people.
50 Cent and Ja Rule.
Ja Rule
destroyed Ja
Rule. They even went after Jay-Z, didn't they? Yeah.
You know what's funny is 50 Cent. back before he made Get Rich or Die Trying, he was doing a lot of mixtapes in New York, and I can't remember the mixtape name, but I remember one of my friends bought it for me in high school. She just like, I don't know, she saw it and was like, I know you like 50 Cent, but check this out, it's one of his mixtapes. And like, he dissed everybody, like he was trying to get anybody to just respond to him at all. It was like, I do not even know what the song was called. I don't even know where the hell that album is, that CD is. But does anybody know what the 50 Cent song was called that he dissed everybody and it was on a fucking mixtape in the 90s? Yeah, and Landon said, I respect Michael Jackson, but I just prefer Drake. Oh, I mean, that's fine. People can prefer what they prefer. I'm just saying, I think that what we were started by saying was like, no one's like as famous as Michael Jackson. That's what we were saying. But I do think Michael Jackson's music is a bit overrated. Well, it's a bit overrated because you like a sound now versus then. But I mean, yeah, it can't be. You can't be overrated when literally 2/3 of the world is like rocking with you. Probably even more than 2/3 of the world. They said when he died that like 3 billion people watched the funeral, and there was only 4.8 billion people in the world at the time.
You keep saying when he died. He's not dead, dude.
He has a lot of costumes. And Landon said the Massacre that was dropped in 05. I mean, I don't know. Never. I've yet to listen to any like Drake album. And Callie Jam said Mama Fanning, it's all good.
I found it, dude. Okay, so I did this 50 Cent type track. I'm gonna send it to you, and I'm gonna throw a super chat.
Okay, look, Ghost Monkey. Okay, so he's heard of it. Was it this one? And so Ghost Monkey said the Art of Shit Talking. I think it was called. He was called the Mad Rapper. Okay. Oh, Landon said it dropped in 05. No, not the one that I'm talking about, because this was pre Get Rich or Die Trying. This was in the 90s when he was still just a fucking mixtape rapper before he signed to what's it called? Shady. What I don't even remember what the label was called. But no, he did have other songs where he was like dissing a bunch of people. But this one was before he was famous, and he was literally like, it was like he was trying to get anybody to respond to him. All right, let's start grading Brown's team.
Yeah, let's grade it. And I did just send you that file of a song that I'm gonna throw a super chat down for.
Let's see.
Let's get these super chats in. I think y'all like this song.
Okay. All right, Brown, Herbert, and Baker. That's a solid combo.
I like it.
It's kind of tough because I feel like Herbert's a B plus, Mayfield's a B, but it's like, how do I split that? I feel like if I split it, it's just a B.
I think Herbert should be drafted in the top 7.
8. Well, even that, would you still say he's an A minus though? Even being in the top 7? Okay. Yeah, I guess I feel more of him as a B plus.
I look at a top 10 as a B plus.
Okay.
Especially getting him this late. With that Baker, like in that.
I mean, it was at the 4-2. I mean, I don't think that was. You think the 4-2 is late to get him at?
I think Herbert should be going in the early 2nd to mid 2nd round in a super flex
because he went as QB 9.
So the way normal super flexes are drafted, I think Herbert should be going in that at least end of the 2nd round. Come on. Like, this draft was way too running back heavy.
A lot of these
this
drafts.
This reminds me of a single quarterback league with Allen going way too early.
Shout out to Landon for the follow. And
Landon,
okay,
what's
Ghost
up?
Monkey, thanks. He said how to rob. My bad. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check that out after. And Landon said you need one more follow for 3K. Man, we're there, dude.
Hey, let's do a 3-hour stream for our 3K viewers. No, me and you. We'll just
I mean,
talk
we'll
rankings.
we'll get there. We'll get there. A lot of these, you know, I've been live for over 2 hours right now. So, I mean,
So like
we're
a
always
lot of
live
these
for a long time.
drafts. A lot of
We're
these
always
drafts
live
are
for a long
3
time.
hours.
Yeah. All right, hold on. But we're so close to 3K. I like it.
Let's get through 3K. Me and Alex will do a 3-hour episode.
We're on our way to 10K on YouTube. We're like right there. Oh shit, even Stevens just joined. Love that show. All right. So yeah, we'll see what Jamie grades this, but yeah, because I think Herbert's a B plus, Baker's a B. I'm just gonna call that a B total.
Yeah, I'd say B plus because I'm a little bit higher on Herbert.
And the running backs, Cook, Walker, and Ramondre at the end of the 9th. That's good value on Ramondre. I think I'm gonna call that. An A minus because I feel like for me, Cook is like he's teetering between like an A and an A minus. I kind of feel like he is an A minus, and then Walker is like to me like a B plus, and I think even Ramondre is like a B minus, maybe even a B in our format. So yeah, I'm calling it A minus total.
Yeah, I mean you can't get any better with Walker and a Cook.
Yeah. And tight ends and wide receivers or wide receiver tight ends, Bowers, Igbuka, Jameson, McLaurin, and Laporta.
I'm not in love with that.
No,
Igbuka is your one. I mean,
that's
Igbuka
rough.
is your wide receiver one. I do like Williams and McLaurin both as number 2s, but I also want Igbuka as my number 2.
Yeah.
So you don't really have a true one, which I see when Bowers. That's a flex, though. You're still going to have to start 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, out of those 3. And I'm sure he got some depth, but we're just grading the starters. I think I'm going to give that a B for that. I mean, it's good, but yeah, just like you said, it's not too top heavy as well. Let's see. Where's the IDPs?
Oh, I see. Got Downs. I like that as more of a flex.
Yeah, I mean and shit. Jacoby Myers in the 14th.
Myers. So I have a theory on Myers. If his name was like Jacoby Firefly or something cool, not just Myers, like Jacoby Savage. Let's call him Jacoby Savage. And I guarantee he would jump up 2 rounds.
Yeah,
just because of name value.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see this IDP for Brown. So he's got Nakobe Dean, TJ Edwards, Micah Parsons in the 20th round. See, like for everyone who's watching, like this is where he'll get drafted if you don't draft him higher. Like he'll go in this type of range because the way they're talking is like he might miss like half a season. Like I don't know like what's true with him. I'm usually not the guy drafting him anyways, but yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Dynasty, he's still up there. He's
and
still
JD
considered a top guy.
And JD said, wait, he got Bowers and who at tight end? He got Laporta at tight end in the 10th. And in this format, we have there's 4 total flex spots. And well, no, I guess there's 5 total flex spots. But one of them is a super flex. So there's 4 spots where you could play tight ends. There's no like individual tight end spot, and it's tight end premium. And then Nicomon Worry, and then Grenard. I've seen way better out of you, Brown.
Yeah,
this kind of ugly by your standards. No,
not impressed, dude. You need to rewind and go back into the past and repick some of these.
I'm gonna give that a B.
I was gonna say B minus. I'm not really impressed.
I like the Nicomon Worry pick. I mean, not gonna lie, that's nice. But yeah, I mean, Micah Parsons and Grenard, I mean, they're lowering this for me for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a B though. And Landon said Florney that low is where did Florney go? Where'd he go? Oh, at the 29th round. Whew, yeah. I mean, that's usually where he's going, though. Super late like that. And Crispy, would Crispy say, so I really want to know if the super baby will ever have a big head with no ass. What we out? Yeah, like, I mean, you just see like Travis Kelce's like former girlfriends and, you know, some sisters with some curves, and then it's like Taylor Swift just like aboard. Just aboard. That's it. And Jamie, thanks for the super chat, bro. We're gonna let's see. Let's do let's finish Browns.
Yeah, let's finish Browns, and this is a badass song that y'all need to hear. Throw in a super chat.
Let's see. Okay, so how did this all shape out? So it was, at least for me, a B, an A minus, a B, and a B. So up 2, that's an 87 total. So a B.
I'm going to put it on the lower side at the 84, but still a B.
Yeah. Well, there we go. You got Brown. Man, I've seen so much better out of you. Was it the one? You know what? He was multitasking. He was playing phase 10 with his family at the same time. That's what was going on.
Fuck is phase 10?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Like I picture a space game where you guys are shooting lasers at each other. Pew pew pew.
Brazil, you the man. Thanks for throwing in those gifts on TikTok. Some roses, a donut. I don't know what the heck that is. And we got the goat. Yeah, you the man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, we're about to hear some shit right here after Brown's grade.
And Brazil said better grade from last night. There we go. Okay, so you'll be after Cali Jam. Cali Jam is going to be next, and then Brazil, you're going to be after that. But we're going to play this song, this Jamie song right now, Smoke Another Bowl, and then we're going to get into Cali Jam's grade and your grade. Tony said, guys we never heard of shouldn't score TDs. It's bad for fantasy. We hate it, man. We hate it. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Leads back down.
Yeah, leads back down. And if we're grading you guys, throw in the super chat. Support our dude Alex at the 420 Hustler.
Cali Jam said Peyton Wilson was an accident, but could have been worse. All right.
Every draft I hit, both studs and sleepers. League wide, I run it, hold the crown down. Every little taco you see around me, hold a roster so weak they can't even score a touchdown. Next time you in the standings and see a boss, you ask about me. The champ don't back down. Yo, pretend you acting like a boss, but your picks all trash. First round hero turn 0, now your season in the crash. Talking trades like you got sauce, but you lowball every deal. Still in my leftover.
Bro, Jamie, you got to have your shit on Spotify, on YouTube. Like, man, you need to start having all your stuff.
I did create a channel called Fantasy Football Jams.
Here we go, man.
Jams with a Z, so JAMZ. Fantasy Football Jams. We haven't launched anything yet, but we have some plans coming.
Nice.
Fucking tacos.
Expert, more like expert in sleeping through wins. Your receivers dropping balls like you're confident. 0 spins. I study matchups. You study last your stats. Outdated fool. While my lineup shines weekly. Yours looking like a joke in school. Competition that one lucky week like you built a dynasty. But we see the truth. Your team's paper thin, full of injury. I'm the undisputed king. Your peasants fighting for scraps. Trade offers laughable. I decline faster than your collapse. You stream QBs like a junkie. My consistent every Sunday. Part 2 some Perchy trophy vibes. I'm taking all the money. You really thought you could hang now? I've been running this league. You just here for the participation tag, screaming at the TV, still losing every matchup. This the first one. Next one got you packed. Select spot, flopper, keyboard GM talking big, but 0 rings on your shelf. Your whole squad underperforming, fantasy debt by itself. Group chat full of excuses, real life full of nothing. I dominate from wire to wire. You scraping for something, all walk no bite. Pretend managers in the mix. I'm the final boss. Y'all just NPCs getting kicked. I'm untouching the standards while your season's in decay. Off-season research wasting, now your season fades away. League laughing at your moves, points dripping like a freak. Knock out the
And Patrick said, is Rice good for best ball? Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, especially at his price.
No coming back. Season's over. It's a wrap. You're done. Slaughter, no playoffs for you.
Sucker. The fuck out.
Yeah. Dude, Jamie.
I feel like I need to speed that up a little. I like that. I feel like the ending needs to be sped up a little bit. So I might rework that.
Yeah, man. Shit's fire. Shit is fire. All right. And for Zills, I got to do a 420 crew song where everybody drops a verse. Crispy Brown.
Whoa. Hold on. I actually think I had something like that working last year, but I never put it to a song. I just have the words written down.
Dude, that'd be super cool.
I might have to look that up because I know I did something like that. It was like a rap battle disc back and forth.
And Brown said, "Ha, love you guys. Hell yeah. You the man, Brown."
Brown's always on the clock, man.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Cali Jam. Dude, going crazy with the QBs. Lamar, Dak, and Goff.
Wow.
I'm gonna call that an A.
I'm gonna say A plus. You can't get any better than that, man.
Nah, we've seen better.
No way. Not unless you made first 3 picks.
Because someone
if
had
you
like
had to-
Josh Allen. I saw a better trio a couple days ago. It wasn't better by much, but it was better.
But did they use their top 5 picks or the top 4 picks on those?
I think
guys?
top 4 picks.
Yeah, so this is top 5 picks. So this is more impressive.
Not saying it's not. I just grade the other one higher because of it, because I think it's a little bit top heavier. But either way, this is an A, and I don't give out a lot of A's and A pluses either way. Like I think I've given out 2 A pluses like this season for positions and only a handful of A's.
I'll give it a 96.
A minuses. There you go.
96.2.
And Frazil said that's the S plus tier. And running backs, Bijan, Swift, and Dobbins. I mean, it kind of falls off the cliff.
No, it really doesn't. Like,
I mean,
upside
wise, you like Swift more than me, also.
I like Swift more than you, and I probably like Dobbins more than others. So, like, if you have hero RB, you go 1 hero RB in Bijan or Gibbs. And then you build a team like this, having a top 20 guy in Swift and a possible top 20 guy when he's healthy in Dobbins. Yeah,
I like Dobbins. I think that he got really good value on him.
He's not going to stay healthy all year, but to where you're getting him, those 7, 8, 9 games that he's going to give you, hopefully one of them's in week 17. That's all you need.
Yeah.
So I like it. I'm going to give it an A minus, B plus area, like 80, 88 to 90.
Yeah, that's what I was going to give it a B plus. And wide receivers and tight ends, McBride, Flowers, Metcalf, Parker Washington, and George Kittle is in the
Kittle Shakur
in that as well.
I think it's weaker. Got some upside, some safety, but I'm still gonna give it like a 84.
Yeah, I was
maybe
gonna say
86 because of McBride, but 84 seems about right.
I was gonna say a B as well for that. And Jamie, is this true? Tony said that the Browns were named after their first ever coach, Paul Brown. If his name was Paul Smith, they'd be the Cleveland Smiths.
Yeah, that is messed up because like Paul Brown at that time didn't want his name incorporated into the team, but they did it anyway. So
that's
like
that's the Browns for you.
They're doomed from the beginning. We used to also
2
be called like the
interceptions.
we used to be called like the Spiders or something other. We were also the Rams. So technically, the Rams was the first Cleveland football team, Cleveland Rams, and they ended up getting traded to a few different places, and they ended up being the Stafford, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams Rams you see today.
Yeah. And Tony
So
said that he said Khalil Shakir sounds like a rapper's name.
Shakira.
Zakora.
Shakira. All right, let's see. Where'd Cali Jam start his IDPs? And he already prefaced that said Peyton Wilson was an accident.
I don't hate
Brooks,
Peyton Wilson though.
Olakun, the Landman, dude. You got Landman hella late. Compared to where we've seen him go a lot. And then Eric Wilson, and then Peyton Wilson. Yeah, Peyton Wilson definitely shouldn't be in the top 5 just because you can get him later. But I like the Frankie Louvu and Ellis. I mean, you got a couple rounds later also.
I mean, I like his depth. So
I'm giving it an A- because of Peyton
A-.
Wilson. Yeah, because of Peyton Wilson, I'm giving it an A-. Had you had someone else in there, I don't know who, I'd probably give it an A. But yeah, A-. And dude, you got Landman so late. He usually goes a lot earlier than 17.
Yeah, that's a great value. I mean, he should be looked at as like a top 20 guy easily.
No. To me, top 10. I mean, you look at that spot for the Rams that they've, I mean, I know it was Bobby Wagner before him, but let's keep going back, and like that spot produces like so much points.
So I just redid my IDP rankings, and we talk about Landman. He's my 14th.
Yeah. Okay. Who do you have above him? Let's hear your top 13.
Okay, so we're doing a countdown.
No, just go from 1 to 13.
No, I'll go from 14. So Landman, Fred Warner, Cashman. I got Zach Bond. I got Nick Bolton. I got Alukin, Jones, Schlesinger, Roquan. Anderson should be up there. Hutchinson, I believe, should be up there. And then like Jordan Brooks, Garrett, Campbell. Like those are just the guys I'll name them in my top 12.
Okay. Oh shit. Crispy said 16 minutes left in 152. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Thanks. Didn't even know I was on the fucking clock over there.
Go make a pick, dude. We'll help it. We'll make it on air.
Just made it.
Who'd you pick?
I took Justice Hill in the 27th round.
That's a good value.
Thanks, Crispy. Got it right in time. And Brazil said, where can I get y'all IDP rankings? I mean, I think Jamie's going to send them to me so I could put them on Patreon at 420crew.com. And I haven't done rankings. Like it would take so much of my time that I haven't done it. Like I need someone to like do it for me, like with me telling them like what to do.
And like for me, like rankings are it's kind of a crutch because you lean on them, but you could also fall.
Yeah.
It depends. You have to go on your draft. You have to learn how. Like we can give you a fish a day and give you the answers, but like we wouldn't teach you how to fish, so you can just take all this information and put it into practice yourself.
And here, I'm going to send you the link for the book that I wrote last year. And it's more about drafting philosophy than like players to draft. Because I feel like the draft philosophy is like way more important than like the players to draft. Because the players to draft change in every single draft that you're doing based on, where you're drafting, who's drafting next to you, like all these things, like it changes.
And that's why I like to put my rankings in like a tier based. So I have an idea of like 4 or 5 players that I would lump into one tier. And you have to play your draft board because if you play your board right, we're playing chess, not checkers, right?
And I'm getting the link right now. And it's a digital book. I mean, it's so expensive to to actually like do a run of like physical books, but I feel like this one is so good that eventually we might be able to get to it. And it's only $10. That is it. And this is something that will it'll get the gears turning in your brain for sure with just everything that you need to be doing. And it's the Fantasy Football Draft Mastery book is what I coined it. And here's
You
the
know what I
link.
could do? I could even add a couple chapters that you could do as add-ons. So if people want to read something I write, because I used to write back in the day, I haven't done it in like 3 years, 2 years.
Well, maybe we just have to connect on another one because I don't want to add to this. I want to like create another one. Like
Oh yeah,
just like keep it
Sure.
going, and that'd be like the first in the series and just more and more as we go.
Let's work on it, man. Like, let's create a fucking book. I'm down.
Tony said that Tony said there used to be a lot of great tight ends. Now it's just not anymore. Yeah, it's lame. And Crispy says, dude's going to pause with about 20 seconds left on the clock in 28. Who is it? Who is it? Let me know. Kill a Cow said, love the McMillan pick. There we go. Let me see.
Yeah,
So let's fully grade Cali Jam now. So it was an A, a B, wait, did I say a B plus for the? No, I think I said a B for the running backs, and then a B for the wide receivers, and an A minus for the IDP. Man, that's still up 5, and that's still a 90.
that's
Man,
a good team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cali Jam, I'm spreading you on my toast because I'm gonna eat you for breakfast on this team. You got an A. A, brother.
That is nice, man. That is nice. All right, Frizzle. Here we go. Quarterbacks. Hurts and Stroud. I'm gonna call that a B.
Yeah, you didn't stack Stroud with nobody, so I'm gonna give that a B minus. It's like Hurts is in that like 9-10 range of quarterbacks. Then you got Stroud in that like 20 plus. You don't even have a top 10 quarterback.
I mean, Hurts is definitely going to be fringe top 10, but
Fringe, yes, top 10, 12. So yeah, I'm not liking this. Especially you didn't get to grab a third one. I would have grabbed like Daniel Jones or someone.
I'm gonna text him right now, Crispy. Let's see if we can shake it loose. And
so yeah, this is
running
like
backs.
C plus for me.
And the running back CMC, Brees Hall, Monty, and Tony Pollard.
Dude, that's like borderline B plus A.
Yeah. I feel like I want to
that.
give it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's like a B plus or an A minus. I'm not really
You have
sure.
to put it up to an A minus. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going.
You have CMC who is going to smash this year until he gets hurt, right? If he gets hurt. Brees Hall is one of the best pass catching running backs. Now he has a quarterback that's actually going to throw it to him instead of run the ball. So I like Brees Hall at his value. I like CMC. Monty is like a number 2 guy that's going to put you up consistent numbers as an RB2. And he's your third that you got him that late. This is like an A minus.
Yeah, I'm giving it
gotta be an A minus.
Damn it. Hold on one second. Trying to.
You're good. I'll keep talking. We're moving on to wide receivers and flex. So you got Drake London, McConkey, Lemon, and Pearsall. Drake London is definitely in that top 10 area. Conkey in that 15 to 20, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is
Lemon's got the upside. Pearsall is the ultimate upside. I'd rather have Pearsall over Lemon because Pearsall is going to outproduce Lemon at the end of the year. And you got him 2 rounds later. So flip that switch. I'm going to give this like an A minus. No, I can't give it an A minus. B plus.
all right. Okay. IDP. Let me scroll up here. Yeah, I'm calling that a B plus for the wide receivers. And so we got Sweshinger, Devin Lloyd, Bernard, Quincy Williams, and Montez Sweat. I think I'm going to call this a B plus. It's like fringing on a B and a B plus, but I mean the Sweshinger, Lloyd, and Williams. I mean Bernard, he's someone that I'm kind of avoiding. So that might be too early. Montez Sweat does nice in the 24th, even though I try to get him a little later.
So in my mind, I'm putting Sweat, Lassender, and Winfield all in one pick.
Okay.
So you're wasting 3 picks on one player to be put in your number 5 spot. And I like that strategy because that actually raises it up for me because he does have Bernard, Williams, Sweshinger, Lloyd. Those are good top 4s.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm calling that a B plus. And
yeah, B plus, 100%.
Yeah, and Cali Jam says he's been grinding 90, 91, 92 in the last 3 drafts for sure. And let's see how this shaped out. So we got a B, an A minus, a B plus, and then a B plus. So that's up 4 total. 89. 89 for Brazil. Good stuff, dude. There we go. All right. Let's play this song. Did I already play it? I did not play it, right? The league's back down.
Yeah, everyone loves that song. Let's just play it.
All right, we'll play this on the way out. I'm going to smoke another one, and we're going to get ready to shut it down, but leave some questions.
Oh, Alex, you weren't in this league, were you?
No, I wasn't. It filled up pretty early today. Somewhat early.
It's easy to see when you check my team. If you look closely, I don't back down. Every draft I hit, both studs and sleepers. League wide, I run it.
I love 112 pick. That team at the 112.
Genty, Amon Ra, T-Law, Nico, Trey Henderson,
Love,
Lloyd and Willis, yeah. Love and Willis.
Brian Thomas. What the fuck are you giving this dude Brian Thomas for? Oh, he could have McLaurin there too, or Evans. Shit.
Yeah. Dang, Evans went in the 8th. He's usually going a little earlier than that. And Frazil said, should I have gone Caleb over Drake? No.
Caleb over Drake. Hold on. Where you at?
So he was the one that we just graded. So he's talking about Drake London at the 3-3 and Caleb went at the 3-7.
Okay, so yes. I would have took Caleb at that pick. And then let's say you got back AJ Brown because that pushes the receiver back. So someone would have took London over Brown. So you would have had Caleb Williams, AJ Brown instead of Caleb.
I mean, if you would have had Dak instead of Hurts, I bet Jamie would have liked your team more with the QBs. And if you would have drafted a QB in the 5th and then a wide receiver in the 6th, I bet you it would have looked better also.
Oh yeah, so like you could have got Dak and then Knicks.
I mean, he could have had Knicks, Mahomes, Stafford, or Murray. I mean, those were the next four drafted.
But then on the way
just for
back,
example.
like Flowers went a whole round later. A round and two picks later. I would have rather had Flowers over McConkey. 100%.
So I mean, that's a way that it seemed like in this draft specifically, you know, hindsight's 2020, you know, you never know how shit's gonna like pan out. But yeah, if you would have taken a quarterback with the 5th and then like Flowers or another wide receiver with that 6th, I bet your team would look a little better, because CJ Stroud sucks as a QB2, and I've had to draft him as a QB2, and it sucks.
So like Mahomes and Knicks, I just made a song about Stafford. Where does Stafford go?
He went right after Mahomes.
Oh, right after Mahomes. So that's the thing.
A couple picks.
I wrote a song about Knicks going in front of Stafford. Like Stafford should be top 12.
See where to get drafted here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
let me
9,
find
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He went at QB 16.
16. So like the consensus has him outside top 15, but he could be top 12.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Here, I'm sending this to you right now. And
What
as
is it?
we go out, it's called Stafford top 12. That's what I sent it. So who else teams we have to?
That's it.
Done.
That's it. We're done. We're
Let's
getting
go
ready to
out
get
on
out of
this.
here.
Yeah, let's go out on the song real quick.
Sending it.
Yeah, just sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, like anyone on TikTok, come over to YouTube. Just at least hit subscribe.
And
Hit the
Fantasy
bell
Football
notification.
Hustler on YouTube.
And let's get both sites going, TikTok and YouTube.
All right.
At least on YouTube, you get to see me on screen on YouTube. So that's a plus for a lot of people. Like, who's this guy in the background just talking nonsense, which is what I do best.
So Cali Jam said, what side? Trey McBride, Shaheed, or Kyren, Corum, and Kittle?
McBride.
I mean, this seems like it would be like a real team specific like type of thing. Yeah, I think I like the Trey McBride side a little more.
Dropping dimes in the street, Super Bowl champ, ring on my finger, confetti in the air, come back king. 4th quarter pressure, I live there. Arm talent crazy, D-ball laser, 60 yards on the dime. These young boys fold in the pocket. I stand tall, never mind the time. Play through broken thumbs, back spasm, still slinging that rock while they hype the next big thing. Man, that consensus can suck my.
For those that love my PC setup, I'm just going to bed right now on TikTok. You the man. All good, bro.
Consensus wrong, media sleep. I've been balling since 09 for picking the draft, veteran killer and get up, put some respect on my line. Experience matters. I've seen egg coverage, egg blitz, adjust at the line, audible magic. Y'all still reading the scripts. Rams turn me loose, McVay and me, we lit up the league. Davante Adams keeping our core, but even without him, I feed the knees. Stats don't lie. 65K yards career, smoking over 420 plus TDs, stacked like bricks. Playoff wins when it count. Y'all choke when the spotlight hits. They love to flash the new face, the TikTok highlight reel, but when the game's on the line, it's the gunslinger they feel. I got ice in my veins, fire in the throw, legacy seal. Top 12 locked in, tell the haters how it feels.
So how do you know when to take a vet wide receiver over a rookie wide receiver when it gets to round 7 through 10? I'm usually just not taking a rookie wide receiver in those rounds. I'm just kind of avoiding them in those rounds. I mean, because we're talking about these drafts specifically, not, everywhere else. So, yeah. All right. Getting the hell up out of here.
That song wasn't the best, but it was something I wrote.
We're good.
Like, fuck it, I'll put it out there, man.
Jamie's super
People
critical of
think.
all his work now. I like it.
Hell
I
yeah.
like it. All right, guys, we're getting the hell up out of here. Jamie, thanks for coming through, bro. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you guys. And if you're on TikTok and you haven't hit the follow button, make sure you hit that follow button. And yeah, Jamie, thanks for coming through, bro.
Peace out.
Peace out, everybody. We're shutting down TikTok first. Yeah, I got to shut down all these things in order now. And then the vertical peeps. Peace out. Patreon ending over there. All right. And all the main channels. Peace out, everybody. We'll catch you later.